My crush became my worst enemy. When I first met Ethan, I thought he was the kind of guy who could never hurt anyone. He was charming, funny, and had this smile that could light up an entire room. I remember sitting in class, sneaking glances at him and hoping, just hoping, that one day he would notice me too. And he did. It started small. A smile when we passed in the hallway. A casual hey that made my heart skip a beat. Then one afternoon, he sat next to me during lunch, and from that moment, I was sure the universe was finally on my side. We started talking more often, late-night texts, sharing inside jokes, even walking home together after school. For me, it felt like a dream. Ethan wasn't just my crush anymore. He was becoming my best friend. But dreams, I would soon learn, can twist into nightmares. At first, the change was subtle. He'd make small comments that stung, but he always laughed them off. "Wow, you actually answered that question in class? Didn't think you'd know it." "Are you really wearing that today?" I told myself he was just teasing. That's what friends do, right? But the more time I spent with him, the more those jokes started to feel like something else. Then it got worse. Rumors began to spread around school, rumors about me, cruel things, things I never said, never did. People whispered when I walked by, and some even laughed. At first, I couldn't figure out where it was all coming from, until one of my friends finally told me the truth. It was Ethan, the same guy who used to walk me home, who made me laugh until I couldn't breathe, who I thought maybe, just maybe, liked me back, was the one turning everyone against me. I confronted him one afternoon after class. My voice was shaking, my heart pounding, but I had to know. "Why are you saying these things about me?" Ethan just smirked. That smile, the same one I used to love, suddenly looked cold, almost cruel. "Relax, it's just a joke. Don't take everything so seriously." A joke. But it wasn't a joke when people stopped inviting me places. It wasn't a joke when I sat alone at lunch. It wasn't a joke when I cried in my room, wondering what I had done to deserve this. The truth is, I never got an answer. Maybe Ethan wanted attention. Maybe he liked the power of watching me crumble, or maybe he was just showing me who he truly was all along. The hardest part wasn't losing my crush, it was realizing I had lost my friend. The person I trusted most had turned into my worst enemy. And the betrayal cut deeper than anything I had ever felt before. But here's the thing about pain, it changes you. At first I felt broken, but over time I realized I didn't need Ethan's approval or anyone's to feel like I mattered. I stopped listening to the whispers. I started focusing on the people who stood by me, the ones who believed in me when it felt like no one else did. And slowly, I built myself back up, stronger, wiser, unshakable. Looking back now, I see Ethan for who he really was. Not the perfect crush I once imagined, but a reminder that sometimes the people we admire the most can hurt us the worst. And maybe that's okay, because without him, I would have never learned how strong I really am. So yes, my crush became my worst enemy, but in the end, he also became my greatest teacher. End.